All right. Well, thank you so much. Thanks everybody for coming out. It's really great to see you. It's a beautiful night. Happy Pride Month. We're already underway. Yay. Um, I am going to start with a few thank yous. The HRC, so this is the Wakefield HRC, is raising the progress flag. And if you'd like to join the HRC, please let me know. So I'd like to thank the town administrator, Steve Mayo, for all of his support over the years. You are moving into retirement soon. Congratulations. Congratulate him when you see him. Thank you. And also, I'd like to recognize Town Councilor Jonathan Chines and John Chrisley and the school committee members, Pete Davis and Melissa Quinn. Also, thank you to the Wakefield Police Department. I see you here. We also have the Nagley tables and some stuff from PFLAG over there. Please help yourself to stuff. And without further ado, let's get underway. And also, we've got a speaker from Speak Out here, so lots of great people have come together. So, I wrote things down to say to keep myself organized so that I don't spin off into a tangent. You're welcome. So today, as we gather to raise the progress flag, I would like to talk about community. It might be tempting these days to go down a rabbit hole of discouraging words and to come out wondering what is happening in the world. But we can't fall prey to this and become isolate others. Instead, we need to restore and build community, and we need to expand our tent to pull in anyone willing to stand up to injustice. Pride Month began as an uprising, and it continues as a celebration of community. We can't continue stoking fear and passing blame, and we need to restore and teach kindness and remember that we might not always understand each other, but we can always work to help one another. And that is what community is about. So tonight is about community. I'm going to have Jill come out and read the land agreement, and then we're going to have some really great speakers. We've got right behind me the Voices of Steel. I didn't realize how close they were, so they are here. And so it's going to be really fun. So without further ado, here's Jill.
All right, Jess did a fantastic job reading tiny print on a phone, so hopefully I can do the same. The Wakefield Human Rights Commission acknowledges that the lands we now call Wakefield are the ancestral homelands of the Massachusetts people, who have been the caretakers of the unceded land for centuries and will continue to be for centuries to come. We are settlers. The Massachusetts people have been tirelessly striving for human rights, even in the face of land theft, genocide, and forced removal. The work we do to build a more unified, equal, and diverse community grows out of the efforts, leadership, and guidance of countless Native communities. We commit to honoring this continued Native activism as we do our work. In doing so, we dedicate time in our meetings throughout the year to help educate those in the community about the Native people of Massachusetts, past, present, and their work towards the future. We stand with the Massachusetts Indigenous Legislative Agenda in celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day in place of Columbus Day.
All right. Let's get started. We've got some great speakers. We're going to start with Stacy Consis, who is the town council on the town council, and she's also our liaison. So please come to the stage. Do you want this in?
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jess. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this beautiful gathering. I'm so excited. I'm 5 weeks into my role as one of your newest town councilors, and I'm so delighted to be the liaison to the Human Rights Commission. I'm just so excited to get going. This is great. A big part of the reason why I ran for town council was to do something productive with, what I'll call like the big feelings that we're all having since November. Perhaps you can relate to that, not sure. When there's a systematic effort coming out of Washington to say no to the things that we value most, no to liberty, no to equality, no to recognition, no to respect, how could I, and challenging all of us, say yes? Say yes to being part of a community that cares. Say yes to making our town as inclusive as we can make it and as joyful as we can make it. Say yes to working for the things that we all hold really dear. So what motivates me and why I'm so excited to, and I'm grateful for your vote, is this reality right here. This is the power. This is the fuel for the fire for whatever's coming next. This is the gathering where we're going to raise the flag and have it be right here on Main Street next to our middle school. This is our statement of purpose. So we're stronger together, celebrating our love and our care in every form. It can be challenging, like Jess just referenced, to maintain your hope during the daily news cycle. But I challenge all of us to see where your yes is for Wakefield. What's the one thing that you can say yes to in Wakefield that will help lift you up and lift us all up together? Where's your yes? Today, together, for the rest of the month and hopefully for the rest of our lives, we're going to celebrate our pride in our community, where we bring love and equality and joy to everyone. So happy Pride, Wakefield. Let's make it a great one.
Making too much eye contact with you, I'm sorry. So the Wakefield High School's Voices of Steel are here, and they are going to sing Come Go With Me. Fun fact, I went to high school 100 million years ago, and back then, there was so little information and representation of gay people or anything LGBTQ that I didn't even know to be in the closet. I had no idea what was going on. And now, even though the world has a lot of messaging that feels a lot like back when I was in high school, there's so much more information, and we are having so many conversations, and the community is built so large that we will not go back to that time. So here is Voices of Steel.
Do dum dum dum, dum be dooby dum, do dum dum dum, dum be dooby dum, do dum dum dum, dum be dooby dum, whoa 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 whoa.
Love, love me, darling, come and go with me. Please don't send me way beyond the sea. I need you, darling, to come go with me. Dum dum do dum. Come, 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 come into my heart. Please tell me, darling, we will never part. I need you, darling, to come go with me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, I need you. Yes, I really need you. Please say you'll never leave me. Well, say you never. Yes, you really never.
You never give me a chance, wop wop.
Come, 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 come and go with me. Please don't send me way beyond the sea. I need you, darling, to come go with me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, I need you. Yes, I really need you. Please say you'll never leave me. Well, say you never. Yes, you really never.
You never give me a chance, wop wop.
Come, 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 come into my heart. Please tell me, darling, we will never part. I need you, darling, to come go with me. Dum, dum, do, dum, dum, be doo be dum. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Great job. So next up from Nagley, we've got Adam Kaplowitz. Here you are. So do you want the microphone in or? No, I can hold it. All right, then I'll just hand this to you.
Sounds good. Great. Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm Adam Kaplowitz. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm an adult advisor over at NAGLY, the North Shore Alliance of LGBTQIA plus youth. How are we doing today? It's a lovely day for a flag raising. My goodness. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what NAGLI is, what we do, and the message that we want to spread here at the flag raising. We are a support system, a mental, emotional, and social support for queer youth in the North Shore of Massachusetts. We offer programming for ages kindergarten all the way to 23. We also provide resources for parents and educators. If you're interested in any of those things, feel free to see me at the table, the teal table over there. Some of the facts of what's going on right now, what we're really dealing with here, we are feeling inundated. We as queer people and our youth are feeling inundated by what our elected officials are some of the hateful messages that they're spreading, and that is hard to live with every single day. And studies have found, actually, from the Trevor Project's 2024 research survey, they found that just having a supportive and affirming community reduces the likelihood of self-harm by less than half. So by being here today, by showing community, I see parents here, I see a full community of a city here in support of that. Just by doing this alone, you are doing the work. Give yourselves a round of applause for that, like fully. You are actually doing the work to help our youth. And so my last message that I want to say on behalf of NAGLI is that Pride is just 1 month in 12, and we need to be doing the work year-round. So beyond June 30th, I hope you can all think of ways that you can support the youth, that you can affirm a trans person, that you can make sure that you as a community are coming together in times when harmful messages are being spread year-round. Beyond just a flag raising. So I really appreciate you being here. I hope this love stays with us for the rest of the year and beyond. Have a great Pride, everyone.
Thank you so much. I am going to keep things moving along. I keep popping this in and out. I'm so sorry. I'm going to bring up Maureen Butt from the Town Council, who is now the Town Chair, to say a few words. So, yay.
I can't see everyone from over there, so I'm going to stand over here. Good evening, all. Thank you for coming out and being part and witnessing this beautiful tradition we have in our town. We've gathered together here since 2019 to celebrate Pride Month, and I'm going off script for a minute. This event was started in 2019, and I'd just like to give a round of applause for our Town Administrator, Steve Mayo, who led the charge on this. Thank you for all that you did to bring this event and keep this event every year. And also, thinking about when we started in 2019, if you have been part of the Human Rights Commission, can you raise your hand? There's various members here, and I want to thank you. To past members and to current members and the representatives from the school committee and the town council and from public safety who serve on the Human Rights Commission. That was also created and started and funded under Steve Mayo's watch. So thank you, Steve. So each year, my social media shares pictures from previous Pride events we have thrown in town since 2019. Each year, I am reminded of how strong and powerful and supportive our community is, how strong we are together. It's an honor to stand here with you as we raise the Pride flag, an enduring symbol of love, visibility, and the power of living authentically. For me, this month is a reminder to honor how far we have come and remind ourselves of how much work we still need to do. This is our 6th year raising the flag, and the struggles still exist. Earlier today, I started to read the community Facebook group post about this event. There were a few comments about this event that were hateful and ignorant. I got angry because every year it's the same fight and it's exhausting. Since 2019, we've had the same voices, usually on Facebook, always ignorant, always loud, always hateful. It was easy to go through the rabbit hole and spiral. I spent a while reading all the comments. And then I reminded myself, as angry and as exhausted as I am, it's nothing compared to anyone from the community, the gay or trans community. So I reshifted my focus. because my goal for the month is how to be a better ally or a better co-conspirator. As Audre Lorde said, it is not our differences that divide us, it's our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. So I logged off of Facebook and logged into my town-wide emails. Question, how many emails do you think I had about this event today in my inbox? 0. Not one. Not one of the folks who complained about this event wrote me an email. Not one phone call, not one private message. I'm chair of the town council, nobody reached out to me. Yet, let me share some of the emails I have gotten in past years. I've gotten an email from a Wakefield Memorial High School alum who started the Gay Straight Alliance in the 1990s and wrote to thank me the first year we flew the flag. I got an email from a high schooler who appreciated the change we made to the Progress flag when we changed that a few years ago. I got a message from a lesbian friend who mentioned that she was moving to Wakefield and she and her wife appreciated that the town put on this event and were excited to join this event in June because her town in Massachusetts didn't do anything. And she purposefully was choosing to move to Wakefield because we commemorated this event. The voices I hear each year are stronger and louder than the voices on social media. So today I recommit to making our community safe for the LGBTQ community friends, the importance of being a good ally, celebrating one another, and holding each other up. I ask that those of you who are allies think about being co-conspirators. Right year elected, thank them for hosting this event. Thank those who attend these events. Ask those that aren't here why they didn't come today. Thank people for creating a community that celebrates diversity and equity and inclusion. Be loud and strong outside of social media. Attend the events. Bring your families and neighbors. Support businesses and artists, not just this month, but especially this month. Donate to NAGLY and Mass Equality and volunteer at pride parades and events. Keep showing up, keep being loud. And for my dear community members who are gay, thank you. Thank you for choosing Wakefield. You are loved, you are welcomed. Thank you for allowing us to be friends and neighbors with you. Continue to sparkle, keep on shining. Teach us to be better. This flag standing in the middle of our town next to our middle school shows our commitment to protecting members of our community. All of you here today show those ugly and hateful voices that Wakefield is accepting and welcoming, that we stand in support of our gay friends and neighbors and family members, that we will not go backwards and that we will progress. We are Wakefield. This event, with all of us standing here together in community with singing and laughter and teens and boomers and everyone in between, are Wakefield. And we will continue to gather and celebrate as long as we can. Once again, thank you to the Human Rights Commission who has put on this event every year. I appreciate all that you do as volunteers in this town. Thank you for including me in your celebrations. Happy Pride Month, Wakefield.
So next up is going to be you, but I'm going to thank a couple people and then I'm going to read your bio. You got it? It's good. All right. So thank you to the AmeriCal Civic Center and to, he is not here today, but Bob Vincent helped to make sure that this continues to happen. And so thank you everybody at the Civic Center. And also thanks to the Rec Department and thanks to WCAT. Now, I will continue to thank people as I think of it. If I haven't thanked you yet, thank you. Also, so next up is Jennifer Garber. She is a proudly transgender woman. She grew up in Boston's North Shore. After helping to raise 3 wonderful daughters in Metro West, she returned to her true North Shore roots, currently in Salem. Oh, I lived in Salem for a little bit. Jennifer works for a local software company and as a software quality assurance lead. Jennifer is a member of the board of North Shore Pride and an avid cyclist and practices yoga. Please join us now.
So before I start, just wonderful. This is the toughest speaker to follow. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Just hey, so as always announced, I'm Jen Garber. I use she/her pronouns. I'm a proud transgender woman, and I'm here today as a member of Speak Out Boston, one of the oldest LGBTQ speaking bureaus in the country, where members share their personal stories to educate and enlighten. And in the spirit of sharing personal experience, I'd like to share some of the ways that current, I'm going to use the words policy and politics, have affected my life. So I'd like to translate what's happening at a national level to my life. And you know, I start the morning after the election. I do have 3 adult daughters. They're wonderful children. The morning after the election, 2 of them called in tears, worrying about my safety. One of them called and said, well, Dad, I'm fluent in 4 languages. We can move to Europe now. Like, why wait? Fast forward to a week after the election in January. My mom is 89, and she's hugely supportive of my trans journey. I'm very appreciative of that. Generationally, America can do no wrong, except she called crying, confused, like, this country hates you, and I'm worried about your safety. And please come give me a hug if you have to flee. It was literally, and we've had this conversation every 3 weeks. She gets triggered. It's been really tough. So my bio's a little out of date. I actually work for a different company now. I have a customer-facing job now. So fast forward into February. I had to go to something called the National Sales Kickoff in Dallas. I was mortified to need to go to my employer, to my boss, and then the people that run the conference. Hey, the conference is in Dallas. Can you help me with the hotel in the conference area? Sort out, where do I go to the bathroom? You know, I'm an adult. It's a tough conversation. When I got there, the answer was, as long as I'm in the conference area, I'm safe. So I checked in, I verified that, and I turned around and I said, well, there's a bar. You know, if I want to go drinking with my friends. Well, if somebody calls the cops on you, we can't protect you. End of actually socializing at the end of the day. You know, my kids and my family made sure that I had a travel buddy at all times, which is kind of bizarre for somebody my age. I had a long back and forth with the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport about what Texas law and Dallas law says, and what their policy is. And I wound up using single-seaters at their behest, more or less. You know, the TSA took a very, very long, uncomfortable look at my ID, and it was so uncomfortable, I dropped my boarding pass. I had to get it printed again. I was truly rattled going through security. Just, there was so much uncertainty in February. You know, I'm kind of shifting gears. My world is getting smaller. My friends wanted to fix me up on a date a few weeks ago and said, let's, you know, you can go hiking with so-and-so in New Hampshire. And I said, hiking, yes. New Hampshire, no. I don't consider it a safe space for me. I know what the law says, I'm legal, but I don't feel safe. Likewise, I've had this conversation with 4 or 5 sets of friends. I don't need a summer vacation a year. A summer vacation is a patent waste of my money to go away, spend a lot of money, and not feel safe. I might as well stay here. I feel safe. I live in Salem. It's a very affirming place. I follow national healthcare news with obsession. I have had problems renewing some of my prescriptions. I'm very proactive about checking on them now. The problems were all minor in nature, but my pharmacist knows me and knows that 3 days before they renew, I'm always going to come in and say, are we on track? And get the answer, yes. It helps me sleep. And finally, and most painfully, a part of my regular discourse with my family and friends is it time to leave the country? What's going on at the national level that makes me feel safe or not safe? It's a regular discussion in the circles I travel in. So this is not a pretty picture, and I'm going to shift gears a little bit. The most common question I get is, what can I do? How can I help? And I'm going to give you 4 very different points. No matter how you identify, reach out to somebody. Reach out and ask one simple question. How are you? Or are you okay? Or do you feel safe? The most gratifying things that have gone on in my life are I've had people that I haven't seen in 10 years from previous employment that didn't really like me. We didn't like each other, but they've like tracked me down and said, "Are you safe?" It's okay. It's a hugely important thing. And don't just think of this as something for the trans community. Think of it as the LGBT community, the immigrant community, anyone that feels marginalized by politics, policy, what's our national discourse is right now. We should be reaching out to regularly to say, "Are you safe?" Stay informed. Stay informed. Write your local, state, and federal officials. Let them know that you don't agree with what's going on. Let them know you vote on hopefully LGBTQ issues. Let them know that you expect their advocacy on your behalf. Be seen and be visible. I'm heartened by all the t-shirts I see out there. Wearing a t-shirt is visibility. Going to a big protest is visible. There are so many ways you can be visible. It's so important right now to not be made invisible and to be visible, to let people know what's going on at the national level is not okay here. And lastly, give your time. I'll share that Speak Out Boston runs trainings twice a year. As my bio said, I'm also a member of the board of North Shore Pride. We run one of the bigger parades and festivals on the 28th of the month, actually. 50,000-ish people last year, and I am our volunteer chair. So find our website, volunteer. You can hang out with me, you get a t-shirt and coffee. And as I wrap things up, I'm going to give you one last thought. We're about to raise a pride flag, which is a patently joyful moment, among other emotions. There's a civil rights principle that says joy is resistance. So when that flag goes up, and when you look at it all month long, feel a little joyous resistance. Know that this isn't, it means a lot of things, but resistance is one of them. Be happy with who you are. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. You guys are up next. I would also like to, first of all, thank you so much to Jen. Thank you also to State Representative Wong, who is here. And we are going to have another song from Voices of Steel. You guys are singing. They're going to sing I Can See Clearly Now. Thanks. You want-
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me down. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Dum 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 ba dum 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 ba dum 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 ba dum 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 ba dum. Ba-da ba ba ba-da ba ba ba-da ba ba ba-da ba ba ba-da.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
I can see all obstacles in my way.
Gone are the dark clouds that had me down.
It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Look straight ahead,
There's nothing but blue
blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies.
sunshine, all blue skies, oh, nothing but
Sunshine and blue, blue skies.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
I can see all obstacles a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Ooh, it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Thank you so much. Great job, everybody. So next up, we're going to have Senator Jason Lewis to say a few words. The sun is making you all look wonderful. Here you go.
Aren't Voices of Steel fantastic? Happy Pride, everyone. Happy Pride. Pride Month. Pride Month is a wonderful celebration of the strength, the diversity, and the joy of the LGBTQ+ community. Right now, celebrating Pride Month has taken on an even greater significance. We are facing a president and his administration who are targeting the LGBTQ+ community, especially the most vulnerable, the trans community. Since his inauguration in January, Trump has signed an executive order declaring that there are only two sexes. He has ended all federal DEI programs and pressured many other institutions to end their DEI efforts. He has banned trans people from serving in the military and rescinded funding to organizations that support diversity initiatives. These are just among many other hateful and cruel actions taken by this administration in just the past few months. These actions will lead to increased fear, stigma, discrimination, adverse health impacts, and other serious harms. Fortunately, we live in a place, Massachusetts, that believes in the dignity of all people, where we affirm and protect our LGBTQ+ community, especially the most vulnerable, like our trans youth. All the way back in 1989, we were the second state in the nation to prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation. In 2004, we were the first state to recognize same-sex marriages. Our state laws provide strong and comprehensive protections against discrimination on the basis of gender identity. Protections for trans people extend to employment, housing, public accommodations, including restrooms and locker rooms, credit, education, and health care, including, of course, gender-affirming care. We also recognize a non-binary designation on all of our official documents, like birth certificates and driver's licenses. And last year, I was very proud to join with my colleagues in the state legislature and Governor Healy to update our parental laws and rights for our LGBTQ+ families. In the face of these attacks from Washington, our Governor, Maura Healey, and our Attorney General, Andrea Campbell, have issued joint guidance to all of our public schools, colleges, and other institutions, upholding the value and the importance of diversity and equity initiatives, and reinforcing the obligations of these institutions to uphold our state civil rights laws, no matter what comes out of Washington. Here in Massachusetts, we will stay true to our values. We will not be bullied. We will not be cowed. We will have your backs. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And I would add, injustice directed at any community of people is a threat to justice for all people in our community. Together, we will continue to work together for a more just and a more inclusive society that treats every single person with respect and with dignity. Happy Pride, everyone.
It's my daughter. She wants to get ice cream, everybody. That's her message for today. So coming up next is Reverend Brett Johnson of the Emmanuel Episcopal Church. Where are you? There you are. Yay. I'm going to hug you.
Thank you. I'm going to hug you too.
All right.
I like that very much. Can we do that?
Yep.
Let's do this. Good evening, everyone. I am the Reverend Brett Johnson. I use he, him pronouns, and I am the priest at Emmanuel Episcopal Church, which is right on the corner of Main and Bryant. You know, when I first came, I'm in my 2.5 year, and when I first came, the big thing that I discovered about this parish was that it was full of people just like me, LGBTQ+. And so I'm very proud that just last week we finally announced that we have a ministry to affirm people just like me for all of you. So I've been asked to actually do a blessing, but before I do that, I wanted you to know, I wanted to highlight what Stacy said, that we are being systematically, was the word that you used, systematically targeted with autocratic power. Our history is being revised. It was in February when the National Park Service was told to remove the T and the Q from the LGBTQ plus monument at Stonewall. That's when I knew that we probably were in real trouble. So I want to just say that we are not going to disrespect the memory of Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera. And if you don't know who they are, Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, look them up. They were transgender activists who played a central role in that pivotal movement at Stonewall. And we will not forget them. So, today is a really great day for us in Wakefield. I am so proud to be here in Wakefield, and I'm grateful to each one of you and very glad that I can be with you. To close our time together, I've been asked to bless us, but before I bless you, or you bless each other, which is what we've done in the last 2 years, I want to bless this flag behind me. So can I ask you just to hold? Great. All right, so here's what we're going to do. There's lots of different ways to do blessings, but I'm going to ask you to all raise your hands like this in open love. What we're going to do is I'm going to offer you some words from Alex Swift to dedicate the flag behind us. I want you to keep your eyes on the flag and your hands open. You ready? Let this banner be a symbol of hope, a blanket of protection for those who need it, a cape of power for those who must be empowered. Let this flag be a standard of our conviction to embody all of these things and to be the change we will upon the world. Let the will we weave to empower and protect be woven into this flag as we weave it into the world. And with our blessing it right now, let all love be sacred, all unions safeguarded, and all people free. Thank you. You did that. So as I said last year, and I actually looked this up to make sure I didn't make this up in my brain, I said that I think it's easy to bless you because I think all of you are already blessed. So I want to reiterate something that is really important to me and everybody at our church. We believe that each one of you is perfect because you are created by the Creator that did all this in that image. And whoever you are, whatever your particularity, that is the creation. That is God, and you are already blessed. So, I've got this prayer for for blessing, and I want to ask you this year to do something different. Last year I asked you just to do this around to the people in front of you or behind you. And this year I also want to offer that those of you who need blessing, that's just as important. In a time when we are so wounded and being targeted, if you need to receive this, put your hands this way and let the people around you, and I'm going to say, however you call divine, I call God, let that fill you with these words. So you bless each other this way, or you receive the blessing of everyone around you. But everybody's got their hands up, right? I'm not going to be the only one, okay? So hands up in whatever way you need today. Take a deep breath. Spirit of creation, we know you by many names. Bless us, your people, as we gather to celebrate in the coming days. Bless our pride in who we are, in all our diversity as gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, intersex, two-spirited, questioning, and straight people, as an expression of your creative love. Bless our differences so that we may draw strength from them, unity with radical diversity. Bless our celebrations, that they may show our joy in living, health, and hope. Bless those for whom it takes great courage to be present, that they may never feel alone. And bless those who teach us about courage and wisdom. Bless those who support us and work for our freedom and justice. Bless our calls for equality. Help us to be prophetic and loud as we seek to live out your call for justice and the flourishing of all your people. And today, bless this progress flag as it flies over Wakefield, a visible symbol of this town, of the justice and peace that we work for. And today we celebrate, and together we say, may it be so. Amen. Thank you.
All right, everybody, do you want to raise this progress flag? All right, let's do it. Let's see. Here's the fellow who's going to do it. Cheer for him. Nice. So I've been thinking a lot about flags these days. I see some flags that are flown that seem to have an underlying message of, I own this and it isn't for you. And I think that's a slippery slope. America is an idea that works best when we all work together to create and build and foster it. Don't let your voices be crowded out of a conversation that we should all be a part of if we're going to create a better future. The progress flag itself represents change. You may see a lot of pride flags this month, and of all different kinds, because we are a diverse community with wildly varied experiences, and we're always working hard to build a community that represents inclusivity. So let's raise the flag today and keep working to ensure that all are welcome here. After this, so Voices of Steel is going to sing one more song, and then Maureen requested to get a picture of everybody. Do you want them by the flag? So we're going to do like a big old movement after they sing to get you all up here, and we're going to take a picture of you. She may orchestrate that a little bit because I am bad at wrangling. I don't know if I tell that, you can tell that about me. But before that, I would like to, here it is, everybody cheer. And thank you, Wakefield. And now to bring us out is Voices of Steel. Singing, what are you guys singing? Symphony. Singing Symphony.
1, 2, 3. Do 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 do. I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along. Then you came and you cut me loose. Was solo singing on my own. Now I can't find the key without you. Now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Symphony, like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go? I'm sorry if it's all too much. Every day you're here, I'm healing. And I was running out of luck. Never thought I'd find this feeling. 'Cause I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence. A rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Symphony, like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Ah, 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 ah. Do, do, do. Ah, 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 ah. Do, do, do. And now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Symphony, like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go?
All right, everybody. Voices of Steel. Thank you. Yes. All right. And so for the picture, you don't have to keep filming. But let me say thank you, everybody. Thank you, Wakefield. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, AmeriCal Civic Center again. And if you would like to be in this picture, come on up to here and be in this picture. This kid wants to be in this picture. Get on up here.